Metamorphasis. Live in the MCG studios, located in the undershaft of Florida, but popular in Ghana. Welcome to the Potluck Podcast. So come join us and have some fun.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Potluck Podcast, where we play all kinds of games, play some tunes, talk about current events, as well as some historical stuff. If you're listening to the Potlucks somewhere other than on Podbean, like on iTunes, you can always give us a shout at PotluckBrothers@yahoo.com or on our new Twitter page at Podbean Potluck, the Potluck Podcast on Podbean, right there on Twitter. It's at Podbean Potluck. Yes, go on to that and friend us up. Right now, I'd like to thank all our listeners and the thoughtful thoughts and prayers for our health of everyone here involved with the Potluck Podcast. As some of you know, I, along with my wife, have succumbed to COVID. And although mine has been a little bit more involved and I can't seem to shake it, I've been testing positive for it since the 8th of January, and for the last 2 weeks seemed to subside a little bit, but now symptoms have returned, and the doctors have given me additional antibiotics. So today, I actually went for a chest x-ray, and I get very winded easily, so hopefully I can get through this show tonight. So anyway, today just happens to be January 25th, the 25th day in our Gregorian calendar. And on this day in history, in 1905, the Cullinan, the world's largest diamond, was found in South Africa. And in 1924, the world's first Olympics took place in the French Alps. And in 1971, Charles Manson and his followers were convicted of murder. Also in 1993, American Chad Rowan became the very first non-Japanese sumo wrestler to become Yokozuna, the sport's highest ranking in sumo wrestling. The first American to do that was in 1993. Famous birthdays include soccer player Xavier Hernandez. Alicia Keys has a birthday today. Callum Hood, Virginia Woolf. No, not the play with Martha and George, but the actual bipolar author and Virginia Woolf. Adult film stars Ava Darling, Aurora, Kitty Carrera, and Natalie Cherry, as well as Ash Marie, Stephen Steele, and Martin Polnack. Also all have birthdays today. Good job, guys. Also, today's holidays. Let's go with some holidays today. Today is National IV Nurse Day, where we celebrate those nurses committed to their craft and grant us the solutions that keep us alive, and including myself if I get any worse. It's Fluoride Day. Yes, a day dedicated to the chemical compound that has an immense effect on all of our lives, because today has been 120 years that the waterborne fluoride was actually first discovered. And it was later shown in studies that fluoride in water at cosmetically safe levels can actually fight tooth decay and
the cavity creeps.
This good spot for big hole.
We make holes in teeth. We make holes in teeth. We make holes in teeth.
Although the exact origins are not known, Fluoride Day has been celebrated annually on January 25th to raise awareness on how to use fluoride effectively without having any detrimental effects on our health. Also tonight is Burns Night, if you didn't already know. It's a night honoring the iconic Scottish poet Robert Burns, who wrote the New Year's Eve anthem Auld Lang Syne, and many Scots host Burns Supper celebrations on this day. That's the poet's birthday, of course. And although they can be held throughout the year, so the suppers on honoring Burns can be grand affairs or less formal. They usually have a bagpiper or a traditional Scottish music playing in the background, as well as the Scottish pudding haggis being served. Num num. Uh-oh, it's time for a useless holiday alert. Useless holiday. Yes, folks, today's useless holiday is the Library Shelfie Day is happening today. For those who love libraries and love taking selfies, well, it doesn't take a highly educated person to decide what a library shelfie is. So go post your library shelf on some social media site where you think people actually care and will go on to something more tangible on our show, like fish tacos. It's National Fish Taco Day, people, so tantalize your taste buds with one of the world's first, most delicious freaking dishes around. Yes, it's the world's most famous dish somewhere today because it's National Fish Taco Day. And while you're eating your fish taco, take in some weather, why don't you? On Observe the Weather Day. Yes, today is as the weather starts to change, you may see various characteristics in the clouds or temperatures or various other atmospheric conditions. So today is a day set aside to do just that. Observe the weather on Observe the Weather Day. And now for something entertaining. Today just happens to be Opposite Day. Yes, for those who are into the conceptuals of different timelines, Opposite Day is the closest that we can get, giving us a tiny glimpse of what the world would be like if the opposite of everything actually happened. Yes, most experts agree that Opposite Day is observed today on January 25th, but others claim it should be celebrated on January 7th, while still others believe that it is to be celebrated every month of every year on the 25th day. Either way, children across the country rejoice on this day as they declare they mean the opposite of whatever they say. Like, I would love to do the dishes. Broccoli is my favorite food. I didn't push my brother in the mud. No, but here is the serious question on Opposite Day. But what is the opposite of Opposite Day? That is the actual question to have on Opposite Day. But what is the opposite of Opposite Day? But by declaring today as being Opposite Day, it is not, in fact, Opposite Day, because the opposite of Opposite Day is actually a normal day. So is it actually Opposite Day? You decide. Speaking of the upside down, today just happens to be National Florida Day. Yes, National Florida Day. It's celebrated on January 25th of every year, and the day is established to recognize Florida's arrival as the 27th state in the Union, and it's also known as the Sunshine State. As you all know, that's what Florida is famous for. It's warm and sunny weather and beautiful landscapes because it's flat. According to the internet, yes, the internet, the average Florida temperature ranges from 65 to 70 degrees in the northern region and 74 to 77 degrees in the southern region. Yes, the climate makes swimming in cool waters of Florida beaches extra refreshing, as Florida also has amusement parks and recreational outdoor activities. It is an active and serene place to be. That was until humans came here. And where in reality, today, on January the 25th, it was 80 degrees, 5 to 10 degrees warmer than what the internet claims. And in the summertime, it is an oven roasting 350 degrees, where if you're outside for more than 45 minutes, you too can become a roasted chicken. So while we're here, why don't we just hang out here in Florida and join us right here as we check out to see who's with us tonight. That looks like we got Eric in the house. Tony B recently is with us.
Hello.
And Bob, damn it.
Are you okay, Steve?
No, I am I'm far from okay. And it's tough breathing.
I didn't hear the exact opening. Did you mention that you were going through this? Have you said anything to anyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's been quite a task. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to make it because the doctors put me on some serious medication. And let's see. Well, let's just say the antibiotics that they gave me last night is the stuff that people get. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I believe they give it to people who have what the heck is it? Is it levofloxacin? I guess it's given to people who have to prevent plague.
You have the plague.
And it also includes pneumonia and sepsis, if to try to avoid having.
Wow.
So if you are in the hospital and they are administering drugs, this is one of those drugs that keep you in the hospital. I'm not allowed to operate any heavy machinery. I'm not allowed to do anything. So I'm here talking with you tonight.
You're running the board.
Wow.
I'm pushing buttons, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But but if I were to operate heavy machinery, I would not be able to do so. And it gets you dizzy. Oh boy, some of this stuff. They also gave me another drug, and another antibiotic. And this stuff it gets you dizzy, gets you really. And
Well, maybe we won't go the full 2 hours.
no.
However you feel.
Yeah. So anyway, we have a lot of things going on tonight still, and we want to welcome everybody to the show. Oh, we have a caller here. Hold on a second, Eric. Why don't you give us a? How you doing, Eric?
Give us the update. What's going on out there?
Oh, I guess
He's
we
not
lost
here.
him.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I guess we lost him. I don't know. Oh,
Try again.
His fingers slipped trying to find his charger.
Unlikely
Oh,
excuse.
yeah, that's how it. Yeah,
I
that's.
don't believe
Try again.
Uh,
You dropped the lighter.
Oh, here he is. Here, I'm going to invite him again. Here he goes. Let's see what we got. We're now connected with Eric. You guys can go ahead and talk. I'm going to breathe for a little bit.
Eric, take
You can-
2.
You can ask him whatever you would like, and there you go. Do we have you, Eric?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm here. I had to reset my Bluetooth.
There you go.
Well, we missed y'all for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's why,
Yeah, he had a bad
we were
case
gonna
of the
skip this
COVID.
week.
Almost.
It's been a
Well,
while.
my case of COVID was like 6 months ago, but I was only out of it for about 2 or 3 days, and I bounced back. But I was still contagious for about a week.
Yeah. Everyone reacts different. Everyone seems different.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't get the shot, and it's probably a lucky thing I didn't.
Well, I got all the shots. And I got.
And now you got COVID. Great. Congratulations.
I know, and it's bad. So, but
It's not your fault. They said
gave
that
me-
you wouldn't get it.
Rose just arrived.
They didn't say that you wouldn't get it.
No.
Well, they
didn't say
kept
They said
backtracking. And
you would have a better chance of fighting it off. And that's
Yes.
why I'm
they
trying
first did say that, though. But then they changed it. They kept changing it.
Well, some of the people you have to know. Some of the people need to have medical licenses to say such things. And
Well, the
and-
science is the science.
yeah, and some of
It's
some
what
of
it
those
is.
guys who are able to promote the word, jump the gun, so to speak, and those people don't have medical licenses. So
And I imagine Pfizer.
Do you know what variant you have, Steve?
I do not. It's the latest one, whatever's out there now.
Your dad
Because
had it recently too, didn't he?
yes, we had it at the same time. Believe it or not, he was just getting over it when I just got it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So how long did it go with him?
It went for about a week with him, but he's all
Okay.
dosed up. But on the other hand, I was getting done with it, and
And it
I went,
relapsed.
and I'm on Saturday night, Sunday, it started to relapse, and I went Monday and Tuesday at work, and I kind of went through it.
Welcome, Audrey.
I called my doctor on Tuesday, and that's when they're like, "Oh, okay." And I told them that I was on all of the was it azithromycin, and I did the Paxlovid, and I did all the stuff. Hey, Audrey, welcome to the show. You're awesome for joining us tonight. Thank you so much. And but yeah, but once I said I was on the erythromycin, everyone kind of like shut up and said, okay, if you were on that and you still have it, then you're gonna have to
Write it
sit,
out.
sit back and take this super freaking drug that'll
Yeah.
knock you on your boo boo, and that's where I'm at right now.
So, in
Yeah,
case
like
you
I
guys
said,
missed it this morning, the Old Man's Podcast Show celebrated its 700th episode.
that's
And that
freaking
episode's available
awesome.
for download.
That's
I think
awesome.
you three guys got to check that one out.
Yeah, that's an that you
Tomorrow,
guys
I'm
are.
Russell from the Doing Out Media's Outside of Normal podcast. Friday is our promoted podcast day, and next Friday is Grammy's birthday.
Grammy's birthday.
Grammy.
That's freaking
That's the
awesome.
old man's wife.
Yes, yeah,
And
she's
then we have
she's
Shonda
cool.
on Mondays and Shannon on Wednesdays.
That's awesome.
I mean, we're
So
really
if-
getting recognized, and hopefully we're trying to get some more traffic coming y'all's way.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do as well, Eric. Because now you may not know this, but when we first started this program about 3 years ago, we had other hosts on this show, and
Well, I mean, you've
those
managed to
hosts-
outlast them, but
yes,
but you've managed to hang on to Tony and Bob.
absolutely. And the thing is, neither Tony, Bob, or myself actually chose the name The Potluck. And we are having a dilemma right now on whether keeping the name Potluck or not.
It suits you guys, but because I know y'all are affiliated with the Misplaced Comedy Group.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, and then of course, since the Beans and Weenie Show is not doing their Wednesday shows anymore, we're hoping to try to get some of the Beans and Weenie Show Wednesday crowd to come to you guys,
That's awesome.
and they're only doing Fridays now.
Well, Audrey says she likes it. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
nice.
That's good. The only problem
I
we
guess for anybody who's
have,
new here,
yeah,
for
the
anybody
only
who's
problem,
new here or haven't already done so, they need to hit that follow or subscribe button.
absolutely. Thank you so much for saying that, because I can't talk really well tonight. But as you can all say, see,
I can. Yeah.
Well,
But,
and if
the
anybody's
problem,
listening to this recorded show, like on iHeart or Spotify or any place else they can find podcasts, the live shows are really great. All you have to do is just download this app called Podbean, PODBEAN.com, and they can find you guys here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time, because this Podbean's a hidden gem.
actually,
and we also got a great roster of other peers who do great podcast shows here.
and right now, tonight, Podbean
Thank you.
themselves are all happening in Orlando right now at the
Oh,
big
nice.
convention. At the big
Right.
convention that they've been promoting for well, 2-3 months
Did you
now.
look at ticket prices for that? It was
I
like $300 to $400.
right,
You
and
have
that's
to pay.
well, yeah. It's not
last
just
weekend.
it's just it's a convention where you go
Mhm.
and you learn from the people who created Podbean and various other artists that are on the main street, and that's happening right now in Orlando.
I think it was this
And-
past weekend, Steve. It's
It start-
Orlando.
No, it starts tonight.
Friday.
It starts
is it?
tonight. It starts tonight.
Okay.
Opening
Yeah, my
ceremonies are
calendar's
happening right about now,
Let's go.
and it
Well-
goes on. And closing ceremonies are Saturday night. They have a big dance, and everyone leaves on Sunday, and that's happening right now in
expensive.
Orlando. It is expensive, but
If we could have
mean,
planned ahead, and if you didn't come down with the plague,
exactly.
What about next year? We'll plan something next
I
year.
think we found out about it a little.
We did. We found out too late, and I blame Podbean because we do have a way that they are supposed to contact us. You know that you do. You know because
And invite
they let
us.
you know. They let you know when you owe money.
Right.
They let you know they're
They
going to be
always
somewhere.
let you know when you owe
Or
money.
they also let you know if they are having to do some system maintenance.
Right?
Just like-
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
you
why
find
can't
that
they
out.
say? Why can't they say
hit your
join
card
us?
right away? But the refund takes 3 days.
but join us for
hell?
this festival, and so, but I suggest next year we all go. And I mean, I've been to the ones. I mean, I've been to them not for podcasting, but for acting and for music, and of course, I tell many stories of the people I've met along the way, and
Sure.
and they were all from events such as this, and whether it's Backstage West in California, or Backstage East up in New York, or whether it's rock and roll with up in San Francisco and all those other places where I was able to go. The people that you meet at these events are life changing, and and of course, when you go to these kinds of events, you get to meet people like Eric or Tony B or myself, as well as the people who created this whole platform that we are on Podbean.
And the host of other great independent content creators like Ralph William, the old man from the Old Man's Podcast, James from Slightly Serious, who helped keep Podbean relevant, including you guys, and then Scooter and Spanky over at the Beans and Weenie show, and I mean that list just goes on and on.
Absolutely. Hey, it's about 20 after 7. We've been rattling off. We got to do something.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Remember,
Sure.
it's a chit chat show.
It is a chit
y'all
chat
got
show.
y'all's this and that segment, and then at the top of the next hour, that's breaking news.
I guess Eric's listened to our show a couple times.
I know y'all like that work.
Thanks for that smooth segue. Just
Eric,
ease right into it.
That's awesome.
Smooth.
That was so smooth.
And then the beat segment a little bit later in the show, and then having to guess like the song and artist.
Well,
yeah, we don't have that tonight.
Games we're gonna do.
Because we still want to talk about the pot.
Remember the 80s? Smooth move, X-Lax.
Yeah, smooth move in the groove.
Yeah.
Smooth move. Okay, Bob. What just happens to be tonight's this or that?
Tonight's this or that is I ran out of mouthwash the other day, and I went to the supermarket and they didn't have the stuff I normally get. Usually it's just I just get the store brand Publix mouthwash, but I always get the blue stuff. This time I got the green stuff, and it's terrible. It's horrible. So I want to know blue mouthwash or green mouthwash.
What brand?
I don't care what brand. It doesn't matter. Is it blue or is it green? Doesn't matter. What brand? Blue tastes
I'll
better
go
than green.
with Cool Blue.
What about the yellow?
Nobody does the yellow. That's the
What's yellow?
medicine. Listerine.
Listerine?
Oh,
Nobody does
I
yellow.
like the Listerine green.
it's too medicinal.
You
I like
the green.
I like the Listerine green.
So you're on team green.
I'm team green.
I'm team blue, and I regret the choice I made this week. But I have to, I don't want to waste it. But every morning I'm like, oh, that's horrible. It's one of those things you get used to what you use, and if you change it, it's like, this is just not right.
It's terrible.
Well, I can tell you that I like the green. I like the green.
You probably use Crest.
I don't.
You don't use Crest. Okay.
Eric uses Crest. It says alcohol-free mouthwash that Crest puts out.
No, I mean Crest toothpaste. You don't use.
I
Crest
don't.
toothpaste.
I have to use Sensodyne. I have to use Sensodyne because my teeth is weak.
You're a sensitive guy.
I sensitive.
I noticed that lately that my mother still uses AIM toothpaste.
Wow.
What's that?
AIM.
AIM. I remember
AIM.
tooth. That yeah.
I don't even remember.
Do you remember Ultra Bright? I think you
Yes.
could still find that in a dollar store.
Yes, I do.
That's what my mom used to get that when I was little. And then I was like, no, you got to go Crest.
But you went to Lebanon High.
I did.
I went to
Not Crest. Remember that was the rival.
No,
that was our rival. Yeah, that was that's what my dad taught. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
What are you playing?
Monty Python.
What is that? Is
No,
that Gremlins?
no.
Cavity Creeps?
I'm calling. No, I played Cavity Creeps earlier.
I know, and that's funny because it's Fluoride Day, and we're talking.
It's Fluoride Day, yeah. Yes. So wow.
Oh, is that the we put holes in teeth?
Yes, I played that earlier. But no, that was from 1940. I'm calling these shows Metamorphasis. This is part 1 because
we're in transition.
We're in transition.
Steve's turning into a bug.
That's right. That's what this is all about.
Metamorphosis.
I'm a bug. Is that the fly?
Somebody squish it.
No, that's Dan Aykroyd. It's Dan Aykroyd in 1941, a movie. John Landis movie.
Yes, I know.
I thought it was. Oh,
and that's where he puts the pantyhose over his head and with the 2 oranges, and he's like,
right. I thought it was. You said it's from 1941. I thought it was from the year.
I do recall.
Yeah, so
very funny movie. Very funny.
Yeah, so since I'm going through this transition with COVID, our podcast is going to go through a transition, and well, who knows what this new medication's doing to me? So
it'll make you feel good,
man.
Start seeing
people with the plague are giving this shit, so I'm like, what? So
well,
yeah.
Hopefully.
At least I can talk today.
Yeah. I mean, last week you were doing better.
I started to do better. Yeah.
Now, given the transition, we were going over some names that we transitionalize into, and some of them were pretty funny.
Oh yeah. But hold on a second before we do that. Eric's got a commercial from Crest.
Okay.
I think. Is he here? Are you with us, Eric? Nope, I guess not. I thought he was with us.
He's here. He's there.
He's here?
He's probably fixing his Bluetooth.
Oh, darn it.
Not his green tooth.
Not his green tooth. His blue tooth.
Right, because blue's better than green.
Oh, I don't know. I like the green. And it's Listerine green. He's got to be Listerine.
I use Listerine alcohol free, and that was terrible.
That's okay.
It causes film in your mouth. It's really weird.
Is it?
Stopped using it.
Well, I don't know. Tony, do
Eric's
you
here,
know?
but he's muted.
Oh. Okay.
There he is.
There he is.
Can you hear me now?
I got
Yes.
you.
I hear you, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard it the first time, but I'll play it again. It's a 15-second jingle.
Oh, okay.
Casey Kasem. Yeah.
I'll have to drop the link.
People were crazy in the 80s. They were nuts.
I know.
That's
Everything
awesome.
was like, wow, yeah.
That was very good, though.
That's awesome. Oh man.
Good
But I thought I would just go ahead and play that clip for y'all, hoping y'all's audience might enjoy that.
That's beautiful.
I'd like that. This audience.
But I'm getting about ready to drop back down to the chat.
Yeah. Okay. That
Okay.
works. I got this one here. Let's see if this one works. Oh crap. Here we go.
As evening approaches Toothopolis, so do the cavity creeps.
Toothopolis.
Hurry, the Crest's up.
Oh, no.
Cavity creeps.
We make holes in teeth.
Press the
Watch treats
See your dentist.
and fight the cavity creeps like the Crest team.
Fight cavities with Crest.
Eat treats. And then, brush your teeth.
Absolutely. Crest.
Ah!
Oh,
What was that in the background? It was like
Crest.
an emergency.
Yeah, they have like they had a submarine, they had planes, and they all shoot out this spooge.
They were all made out of toothpaste tubes.
Jeez.
Yeah, toothpaste containers. Yeah, and then
Where did they?
brushed
them?
out the creeps.
I know. It's like
And
Oh,
do
man.
you remember the toothbrush family on Captain Kangaroo?
I do not.
You don't?
toothbrush.
No,
You
I
used to sing
don't.
that song. Brush your teeth up and down
Down.
in tiny circles, round and round.
Like, was it Captain Kangaroo?
Yeah.
Captain Kangaroo. Yes, yes, I remember.
Brush your teeth.
And who was it?
Up and
What was it?
down.
The
The toothbrush family. In tiny
toothbrush.
circles, up and-
Steve,
Toothbrush
Captain
song.
Kangaroo.
Oh, what's that?
You know, he was the host of the show. He was like you.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
well,
like
yeah.
You're our Captain Kangaroo.
Wasn't he the original
What was his name?
Ronald McDonald?
No, the original
I'm not
Ronald
sure.
McDonald was the weather guy from
Oh, was
Yes, yes.
Willard.
Yes.
Willard.
Will, yes.
it? Willard Scott.
Willard Scott. Great Scott.
Your teeth
Wow. Here's your song.
and round.
Round.
Circles, small, gums and all. A small soft toothbrush, the round
Good
will keep your gums
propaganda.
healthy and stop tooth decay.
It is.
Clean very carefully three times a day.
It is mind numbing.
Programming.
Round
Yes.
and round.
It worked because I still remember it.
That's right.
It did
Been
work.
brainwashed by the toothbrush family.
I was
Feeding your
brainwashed.
subconscious. That's good stuff, though.
Did you notice they said to brush your teeth 3 times a day?
Yes.
You could hurt your
That's
gums.
great,
You
yeah.
massage too much.
It's not 3 times. Now it's 2 times. When you wake up, when you go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times a day. Brush your teeth.
Oh, everybody, welcome to the show. Thank you, Joe, for hanging out with us. Rose, Audrey, you rock. Yeah.
Should we all whisper? We should all whisper
No.
This is my normal voice now, Tony.
right now, but it'll
Yes,
come back.
I'm at full volume.
Do you have a sore throat? Or is it just all just chest congestion?
It is. It's like my voice disappeared.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it just
Well,
disappeared.
good thing you quit smoking.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. You'd be in bad shape.
I'm in
Yeah,
bad shape.
man.
I'm in
Yeah,
bad shape.
you are in bad shape, but I mean, bad shape worse than your normal bad shape.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, but we are going to. So far, we have 2 people that actually like us keeping the name Potluck, and going back to our original Metamorphasis here. And
But they didn't hear any of your suggested names.
no, they haven't. But the problem, before we go into the different names, the problem that we're having with the potluck is that there are thousands of potlucks out there, and it's
Right.
hard for us to market our show when there's a potluck podcast on the Southern Baptist Church site, and there's a potluck podcast on an Asian cuisine, and there's a potluck in Detroit somewhere, and they're all interfering with us trying to market the show on which we're doing right here on Podbean.
Well, we're all worthy of the name, but we can't all have the same name.
No, and you can't market it. You can't go on Twitter, and you can't say, we don't have a name that's
It doesn't stand out.
it's not unique. It's not
Right.
unique. And so there you go.
There it is.
And that is our dilemma. So we're trying to figure out something that captures everything that we do on our show, yet still is something that we can maybe transition to, and then go full Monty on the whole deal.
Well, I'm keeping my pants on.
Well, I really don't. I have no problems if it's going to market the show.
Well,
advertise it.
There,
I mean,
Bob
we just
had
be
made
like,
us.
it'd be just like what are those the OnlyFans? Be like
No.
OnlyFans.
No.
Right.
No. You can do that, and what you do in your spare time is your business.
Oh dear God! But all right, well, let's keep things moving somehow. What was the?
Let's shove
Well,
this
Bob-
we just
down the road.
had some dead air there.
It's okay.
That's okay.
That's
It's
right.
fine. You're going
It's
through
all
recovery.
right.
You got to
You're-
get back to it. You know what I'm
You're
saying, man?
not-
Not 100%.
We
Right,
forced
I'm
you to
not.
do this episode tonight
Yes.
Right. We did struggle.
because we didn't want to be absent for 3 weeks in a row.
No, he couldn't
Right.
be absent for 3 weeks.
So
At least without an explanation.
A few seconds of dead air versus not having a show at all.
So
we're
let's-
doing this for you, the people.
yes,
Steve suffers for you. Your
I
entertainment.
I am
Suffers
weak.
for your podcast.
I'm weak.
And, you know, in the name theory, I like the idea of was something theater, Chuckle Theater?
Chucklehead Theater.
Chuckleheads Theater.
Chucklehead Theater. I like the idea of the theater.
Which I ripped it off from what was it? The Goon Show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Goon
Okay.
Show, and I went, Goon. Well, we're a bunch of chuckleheads, and you guys have theater background, so Chucklehead Theater.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Kinda
can
off the cuff.
type in some of these names. If you have an idea, feel free to type in any kind of suggestions on what to change the name to, or even email us at PotluckBrothers@yahoo.com. And so that's another thing we need to do.
Right.
These things.
So the question is, should we rename it? What should we rename it? Or should we just stay the same?
Yeah.
And
So far we have two that say so far to just keep it the same.
Okay.
Audrey was in here. She said she liked the name. So
Well, we are one of the few.
Well, they
active-
easily found us. You know what I
yes.
mean?
Mm-hmm. Well,
We are one of the few interactive podcasts that usually we do games and contests for imaginary prizes and very entertaining. I looked up like a list of other podcasts, like the best comedy podcasts.
mhm.
And one of them that came up was Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet. And what they do for their podcast is dramatic readings of 1-star Yelp reviews.
that's what they do.
That's what they do.
That's all that they do.
That's all
And
they
that
do.
they're busy.
How is that?
I
how's-
guess. And
How is that?
well known.
How is that a
There's
top
website.
podcast?
I don't know.
It's informative.
I mean,
They feel considered informative.
not to
Do they
I
just
don't wanna
make?
bash on anybody, but that's what they do. I thought that was interesting.
It is interesting,
You know,
but
they go, oh, let's go on Yelp, look for 1-star reviews, and
That
And
could
that's
just
it.
be a
That'd be
government
telling.
psyop, yo.
absolutely, it's the government.
oh my gosh, giving you the one.
They're pushing the
Story.
algorithm thing. Yeah.
That is
Oh.
true, though. They Yelp reviews. I don't, it's like
Yelp.
I'm looking for some place to, grab lunch on the weekend or something.
Mm,
I kind of ignore the 1-star reviews because usually it's just somebody who's pissed that they didn't get, extra ice in their drink or something stupid.
yeah, that's
It's like,
not enough pillows on the bed at the hotel, or
right. I'm going to take my time and write something online about how disappointed I was.
right.
Aren't you fucking special?
I don't see the chocolate anymore on the pillow. They used to do that at hotels. Now they don't.
Or even the swans. They
that's
make the
'cause kids are-
swans out of the.
fact,
Forget
all the
turn down
premiums.
service. Yeah.
All the premiums are going away.
They don't do that
Breakfast.
at the Motel 8. Where are you guys staying?
Oh, I go to the
No,
Hyatt
Tony.
and the Hilton.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Swan or.
I go as far as the parking lot.
Comfort Inn. Hope that the air conditioner works and it isn't loud.
Dear God. Oh man. Oh.
I've stayed at some pretty bad places.
I think we all have. That's.
Yeah.
Remember being on
like, oh,
tour and sleeping in a freaking van.
It's like, let me close the curtains, and there's only one. It's like, wait, no, it doesn't go. You pull it, and it goes to the other side. You're like, wait, it doesn't cover the window.
There's only half of. There's only one curtain.
There's only one.
And how do you? And you can't spread it out. It's
You can't.
No.
You've done that. Everybody has been at that hotel.
I have been there. Man, thank you guys for tuning in. You are listening to the Potluck right here live. I'm Grabo, and I have COVID.
Live and half dead.
I'm live and half dead. Tony B's with us from Dover, Delaware, and it's hard for me to read anything. So, I mean, all of our games have me reading something.
I know.
And
yeah, don't worry about that.
You're ill.
And
sick,
I'm ill.
weak.
I'm sick and I'm weak. But
you're ugly too.
Bullshit or not?
COVID is bullshit.
Let's do some bullshit. You guys ready for some bullshit?
Okay.
We can do some bullshit. I'll mumble fudge through this one. Okay. Here we go, folks. If you don't know, I'm going to give you some bullshit. You have to decide whether it is true or not, or which one is the actual correct one.
Bullshit or not?
And that's what we call
unplanned bullshit.
And here we go with the first one, folks. Find the truth and not the bullshit. Here we go. Number 1. Satanic parents demand child's social security number be 666. Some new parents who happen to be practicing Satanists have tried and failed to get their newborn social security number changed to just 666. Here's the next one. Parents convinced not to name child Lucifer after a court hearing. Thanks to the protests of the registrar, a German couple will not be naming their baby after the Prince of Darkness and Ruler of Hell. There you go, folks. Which one's truth and which one's bullshit?
I think the Lucifer one is true.
The Lucifer one?
Yeah.
They didn't change their name to Lucifer?
They were going to name their child Lucifer and were convinced otherwise.
And not having their social security number changed to
their social security number.
Yeah.
I think they're issued out by where you were born.
Yeah.
Like the first 3 numbers are where you were born or something like that.
Yes. I can say that both my wife and I have 666 in our social security numbers.
That explains a lot.
666.
How's she doing?
She's hurt in Turkey.
She's hurt in Turkey. That she was so she did test positive after.
No, she has not tested positive, but she has symptoms similar to mine. And
that's weird.
And she's actually able to function a little bit better than me, but she's still hurt in Turkey. Me, on the other hand, I've been given these freaking pills that you give people with plague. The plague pills. You guys are actually correct. By the way, the number 2 is the answer. The Lucifer looniness is real, as reported by the Local in 2017. And there you go.
Nice.
Yes. You guys are winners. Okay, keeping things moving.
Unplanned bullshit.
All right. Find the truth and not the bullshit. The world's largest pizza is made above Buffalo, New York. The University of Buffalo researchers have created a 53 square mile pizza suspended over and completely covering the city.
What?
Yes.
No.
Here's the second one. Nearly 10,000 foot long pastry makes Guinness record in Mexico. It took 3 bakeries to whip up 9,874 feet long pastry, just long enough to set a new world's record. So is it the world's largest pizza? Or is it a 10,000 foot pastry?
Well, I think if they had a pizza big enough to cover Buffalo, New York, we would know about it.
Oh, it was above Buffalo. It was I don't know. It says
They said it covered
Buffalo.
the entire city. I figured, if you have a pizza the size of Buffalo, it'd make driving pretty hard.
It would make driving pretty hard, especially in Buffalo.
Yeah, so I don't think the pizza is true.
You guys are right. You guys are all right. Only the preposterous pastry is real, as discussed on UPI back in 2020. They did that down in Mexico. Way. All right. That leads to only one more thing. Which bandit is not bullshit?
Bullshit! I'm playing bullshit!
Here we go. It's always a bandit, folks. Who is the Four Buddies bandit? Is it a bank robber who claimed he had 4 buddies in the car? Is it a bank robber who led a crew of 4 underlings and henchmen? Or is it a bank robber who claimed to have only 4 friends in the whole wide world? Who is the Four Buddies bandit?
I thought it was the sequel to The Three Amigos.
What do you think, Tony?
I'll go with the last one. The last one.
Oh, you only had 4 friends in the whole wide world.
The whole wide world.
So give me the money so I can split it 4 ways.
Oh my goodness. Any other takers? Any other takers?
I'm going with that one.
You're going with that one?
Yeah.
I'll say it again. The Four Buddies bandit. A bank robber who claimed he had 4 buddies back in the car. Or a bank robber who had a crew of 4 underlings and henchmen. Or is it the bank robber who claimed he only had 4 friends in the whole world? There you go. Ah.
Nice.
Rose says number 1. Oh, we're going to do the drum roll. You guys say number 3. And it is number 1.
Yes.
This wretched robber did claim to have 4 buddies outside waiting in the car.
Well, that was nonchalant.
Yeah. It's like, I got 4 buddies in the car. I'm robbing your bank.
It just felt like it meant more, number 3.
It did. It did mean more. Yeah, it was the way it was written. You had to feel sorry for the guy. Here, take the money. Wow. And that, folks, will conclude
Bullshit or not?
Bullshit or not. Oh my goodness. I think
we want our listeners to visit Wichita.com. What's there to do in Wichita, the heart of the country, in the heart of Kansas? Be inspired. Wichita is a place where art aficionados, history lovers, self-proclaimed foodies, and outdoor adventurers all find a lot to love. Visit Wichita.com.
That was fantastic.
Spell it.
That's fantastic, Tony. That was beautiful. I just want to go. Hold on one second, guys. I have to go across the room here. I have to take my hat off here. Hold on.
Your hat off?
I have to take my hat off.
Okay. I'm slowing down, fellas. I'm slowing down.
Okay.
What's that?
Why is that?
We can stop.
You don't have to stop. I'm just slowing down. I can go for a little bit, and then I have to slow down. Because,
We'll go to 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because
It'll be a short one.
It'll be a short one. I just I get winded really easily, and I had to go for a chest X-ray today.
Okay.
And so that was because I guess my symptoms are getting worse, and so they're checking. Well, obviously, this stuff that they have me on is for pneumonia, and the plague. I got to do this. Where's that sound? I gotta find that fucking sound. The plague. Yes, the medicine that they're giving me now are for people who are starting to have symptoms of the plague. But yeah, so I'm slowing down a little bit.
Okay.
And my nose is running.
And your feet smell.
My feet do smell. I don't know. My feet smell. How do you know?
You said your nose is running.
Oh, my feet stink, and I don't love.
Your nose is running, and your feet.
Where'd
smell.
Tony go? Tony just left. Tony.
So I guess I won't be down this weekend.
Hey, it's me. I'm back.
But will you? Yes, there you are,
Yay.
Tony. All right, thank you, Tony.
I was working on a. We're not going to do ass breaking news. We're going to give it a break this week. But I was working on our fart song.
I just found out that farts are ghosts of what we ate yesterday.
It could be. It could be. I think that's a good analogy.
Oh.
I just found that out. So what is your thing, Tony? Let us know.
See if I can get it queued up here.
It's got a nice beat to it.
Worst hold music ever.
It does sound like something you would listen to while you're on
Please
hold.
stay on the line.
We'll be right with you.
All agents are currently busy with other calls. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line. Thank you for holding.
There you go. Our fart song.
Press 1 if you'd like to leave a message for callback later.
That's great. That is beautiful. That was fun. Thanks for making me smile, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, man. That was fun.
There is new music. I didn't get to do new music in a while. And you will find that some of it is pretty offensive.
I got new music as well.
Oh, you do? Maybe you have the same thing.
I don't think so.
Thanks so much.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, that's you. That's all you, man. I don't know if I can play my new music right now. I have to switch systems.
Well, this is very weird. It's called Spit in My Face.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear it?
No, I heard this one.
Top 10.
Good bass.
And who is this?
Thanks so much. THX so much. Spit in my face, my love, it don't faze me. So there's some chick singing.
Oh, wow.
And then this dude doing the spit in my face, my love thing.
Wow.
So this is new music. This is what these kids are listening to. They're going to hell. They're going to hell with their spit in my face shit.
Nice.
I like to sound like the old guy. Are you gonna rob me? I'm the old man.
Because you're too old.
Right. This is love making, spitting in my face.
Wow.
It's a nice gesture today.
Wow.
Yes, but we've come a long way.
Somebody
now,
paid money to have that recorded, Steve.
Someone did. Someone did pay money for that. Here's my new one that I now since we've been off the air, one of our guitar greats has passed away. Jeff Beck, folks, has passed away last week, and one of his last recordings just happens to be with Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. And as soon as I heard this, I was like, I had to buy it immediately. And I'm an Ozzy fan. Who isn't? But
Sure.
Jeff Beck, as a massive guitar player, and when what was the phrase they have him on Zappa? He's fluid.
He's very fluid.
He's very fluid. This
He's
is
melodic and fluid, very fluid. Yes.
His fluidity is highlighted in this song called Patient Number 9, which is the first it's the title track of the album. And so this is new Ozzy from actually it was around Halloween this was out. I mean, the song goes on a little bit. What's that?
It's all right.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it goes on and on, but when you hear Jeff Beck, when they just give him the reins, it changes the whole song. I mean,
yeah, he's quite the monster.
Yeah.
He was a rock monster. He really was.
Yeah. But I mean, Ozzy does his thing, but then when they give Jeff Beck the reins, he just takes it to another level. And so, but anyway, that was my new music.
Nice.
Patient number 9, Ozzy.
Did you hear who else passed away last week, Steve?
No.
Jerry Blavat, the Geeter with the Heater, the Philadelphia DJ.
No way.
Yeah, I think he died on the 20th.
Wow. That's a sad thing. That's a sad thing. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of that's going on lately. It happens.
Let's hope it doesn't come for us for a long time.
Well, I can only hope so. The way I've been feeling lately.
Despite how you're feeling, let's stay positive.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. Last night was a rough one.
Yeah,
with this new medication. It was rough. I didn't know what was going to happen next. It was almost like I was on some serious medication, and I could definitely feel it go throughout my body.
Yeah.
And so that was. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to do this tonight, and I know tomorrow I'm going to be pretty much dead. to the world. So,
well, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, just
So you can
end
get some
it.
rest.
yeah. So,
So we can say
anyway,
thanks everybody for tuning in. We just wanted to hop on and tell you what's going on with us.
Just at least lay something down that gives a reason.
Also, Mama Bear Tracy wasn't on tonight, and we have. I received her her winnings in the mail today.
But you didn't win it.
I did not win it, but Tony, you put my address on as the return address.
The MCG Studios.
Yeah, so I actually received it as she gave us the wrong address. So sorry, Mama Bear, if you're going to be listening to this. You had your stuff returned to us, and we can get you your winnings. I'm sorry, I'm having problems breathing here, and
I hear.
But we are going to go.
Well, let's
go through the Metamorphasis, and
let's call it a night.
And we're going to call it a night. And thank you for hanging out with us. And
right. We'll be back better than ever.
Hopefully sooner than later. And you guys have any last words or anything?
I do not.
Don't put it that way, man. You're making me
Guys.
feel bad.
Come on, man. Say something.
Don't put it that. You have any last words? Walk into the light, Carol Ann.
All right.
Walk into the light.
Is that you, Grandma?
Yeah. Right.
Well, good night, everybody, and I hope
Good night,
you have a
everybody.
good tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, please. All right. And if you see anybody that has COVID, run. See you guys.
See you.
Good night.
This has been another Potluck Podcast. We want to thank everyone who joined us for tonight's show. Make sure to check us out each week for all the games, trivia, fun facts, and happenings going on within our lives as well as yours. This has been an MCG production.